For many of us, there's some animals and creatures that we're just slightly uncomfortable to be around for many reasons, such as we're scared of them, we think they're gross, we lack understanding, and most of all, there's been false information given. Today, we're going to tackle one of those species that gets a real bad rap. That's right, I'm talking about rats. Not until recently have rats been looked at in a brighter light. Thanks a lot, Ratatouille. But today, I'll give you a brief covering of what rats are, why you should care about them, how they balance our ecosystem, and what you can do to help. My name's Raven Alfred, and today, we're going to stop the hype on the stereotype.
Look at my face. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're adorable. I want to keep you, but I'm going to let you free, buddy. Look how tiny. In some cultures, rats are viewed as disgusting and gross. Here, this is a temple completely dedicated to rats.
They run rampant in the courtyards, spill out of doors, tumble downstairs, scurry around corners. And there's not one, not two, but over 15,000 of them inside. Welcome to the Rat Temple.
In the Chinese zodiac, the year 2020 is actually called the Year of the Rat. It is believed under the Chinese New Year that rats represent fertility because they can birth thousands a year. So it's the idea that your luck will be increased and your savings and salary and anything that you dream of or hope will multiply. Some of us have become fond of some very popular rat characters, such as Master Splinter from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the talented little chef named Remy from Disney movie Ratatouille, and of course, a childhood favorite, Chucky of Chuck E. Cheese. But do we really know what a rat is? Well, let me break it down for you. Rats are medium-sized rodents with long tails, and a group of rats is actually called a mischief. Go figure. They're mainly nocturnal and primarily live underground. They feed on the food and waste that we throw away and are capable of spreading diseases amongst humans, like the medieval era of the Black Death, which was spread by fleas that lived on rats. Rats have very strong incisor teeth that never stop growing. Much like a beaver and other classified rodents, rats continuously nibble on little items to keep them filed down. Their whiskers are more sensitive than the human's fingertip. And along with their nose that help them navigate their surroundings, they will brush their whiskers against objects and on the floor to help them build up a detailed picture of their environment. With their eyes on either side of their head, they can move in opposite directions, and rats are even able to see what's happening above them. This is extremely helpful in avoiding predators that might make an aerial attack, like an owl or a hawk. Rats have great hearing and can hear sounds that are way too high-pitched for humans to hear. Behavioral studies have shown that they may even smile with their ears. When they're happy, their ears are relaxed and become droopy and slightly pinker. And on the contrary to popular belief that rats are filthy creatures, they actually wash themselves by constantly licking their fur. Sometimes they'll even comb their fur into one place with their teeth. Their long tails are also used for balancing and to keep themselves cool. It's almost like a thermoregulator system. They can direct some of their body heat right out through them.
We bring the Gambian giant rats from Africa to sniff out the landmines in Cambodia. There is 2 million landmines spread out in Cambodia. 200 to 300 people got injured by landmines and USOs every year.
These rats look similar to the rats we know. The difference is that these are wild rats. They are not the rats that are used to be in our houses. So they are bigger than the normal rats that we know. The rats are faster than a human. Why are they faster? Because the rats are only going for TNT smell. And the human, using his metal detector, is going for all kinds of metals.
So 5 by 20 meters box. If you the rat can finish the box 16 minutes to 25 minutes only. And if we use the manual mine detector, they can take 2 days or 3 days to finish that.
With our rats, just leave your rat indicate freely for quite some time, and then you click. A dog, we can tell a dog to sit, it can sit. You tell a dog to go, it can go. But a rat cannot understand all those kind of things. So we only communicate with them by using a clicker.
When the rat smells TNT, it starts to scratch, and then the handler have to click and give food to the rats. When they start to scratch, I feel very, very emotion like that. Ooh, very, very cute, very exciting. They don't know who is who. They don't know. They know only the click and food.
Now, I'm attached with the rats. If I see, for instance, a rat on the road is hit by a car, then it pains me a lot.
They laugh like his brother or her sister. Sometimes they carry like her baby or his baby.
As we know that the landmines are dangerous for our lives, if our rats are able to discover landmines, then they save lives.
I hope that in the future, people of Cambodia will get enough land to farm, and their life will be better off.
So besides how incredible these animals are, why should you care? First, you should know that rats are extremely smart and empathetic. Their intelligence is why they are so often used in psychological studies to help understand human behavior. Rats are easy to train. They can perform tasks, master puzzles, run through mazes, and even solve simple problems. Mice and rats have served as the preferred species for biomedical research animal models due to their anatomical, physiological, and genetic similarity to humans. They also have their advantages such as their small size, ease of maintenance, short life cycle, and abundant genetic resources. Ah, yes, that's right. Rats only have a life cycle of just about 2 to 3 years.
Rats are clever animals. They're easily trainable. You could consider this as a rat school. For the last 3 years, we are working at rats being used for the detection of tuberculosis, which is very promising, in fact, because on a weekly basis, we pick out about 10 patients which have been missed in the hospital.
TB kills 500,000 people a year in Africa, 1,500 every day. The rats can detect early signs of the virus in human saliva. Every time they identify a positive sample, the trainers make a click sound, and a food reward of mashed banana follows. These rats are at an early stage of training to get them used to the click sound.
This is the instrument that makes us to communicate with the animal. The moment when the animal hears this sound, it means that it has to stop what he is doing and then come for food.
They then have to learn that sniffing in a hole will lead to the click and reward.
After the rat knows how to put the nose on the hole, then it will be easy when I present a sample on that hole. And that is the way how the rat learns the task.
There are further stages to accustom the rats to the smell of the virus and then to indicate when they have smelt it. Once this is done, the rats know that a whiff of TB results in a tasty treat. The training at this rat school is highly effective. What would take a human scientist all day to diagnose takes the rats a mere 7 minutes. They're also extremely accurate.
We've got people now coming automatically to us. Hey, can your rats test us for tuberculosis? Because they had heard it in the newspapers in several places. And our rats are picking out some cases which are missed by the conventional methods.
So now how can you help? You can help keep rats away from your home and other areas they aren't welcome by using animal and environmentally safe methods. Due to the rat's highly developed sense of smell, they're very susceptible to certain odors. Peppermint oil, castor oil, and citronella oil all drive rats away. Using cotton balls soaked in these oils, or just spreading a little oil around where the areas they are staying, will encourage them to leave for less pungent places. Don't ever use rat poison. Yes, this does kill rats and rids them forever. However, it also kills animals who prey on rats, like birds, snakes, and other small mammals that do the environment good and keep it balanced. Helping rats, in retrospect, also helps you. You've already been helping by educating yourself on them and tuning in by watching this video. So thank you. But yeah, they're not all that bad at all. One fun thing I learned, because I actually was one of those individuals who, I don't say terrified of rats, but slightly scared, until I came over to hear my friend Chrissy's to meet her pets, and guys like this, Douglas, super adorable, super cute, super sweet. But I will show you something I did learn about myself. I myself am allergic. So many that fall into the rodent family can cause an itch allergy or something for you to break out in hives. Unfortunately, I do, but it's worth it. These guys are super cute. But yeah, rats aren't all that bad. And there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in to the first episode of the year 2020. Stop the hype on the stereotype, rats. I hope I've encouraged, enlightened, and eased some of those common misconceptions about these furry little creatures. And as always, I ask that you continue to educate yourself and to better understand and learn more. Master Splinter, one of the most influential and philosophical characters from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, once said, "There is no monster more dangerous than a lack of compassion." Until next time.